Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to talk about autism and New Year's Eve and how to prepare your autistic child or even autistic adult such as myself who has high functioning autism. And today is New Year's Eve across the world. I know Australia and New Zealand have already hit their New Year's Eve, I believe. So they're already in their New Year's Eve, New Year's Day celebrations. In the UK, it's currently 4:15 in the afternoon, New Year's Eve time here. But I just want to talk to you about how to prepare your autistic child or autistic adult. So you can use things such as Social Stories, which is a cartoon strip online where you can design it, you can draw it or print it out and then design it. And you explain to your autistic child or adult step by step what is going to happen during the New Year's Eve day. So say from getting up in the morning and then each step throughout the day so they know what's expected of them. And then again the same thing at night, expect if they're having to go out or if you've got family or friends coming over, then to explain to them what the day and night is going to be like for them so they don't get too sensory overwhelmed with the noise and people and smells of the food, things like that, which can really irritate someone on the autistic spectrum like myself. Also, prepare them in advance. So say, New Year's Eve or Christmas is coming up, prepare them a few days in advance, get them to sit down with you, talk through their strategies, things like fiddle toys, sensory toys, things that that will work for them to reduce their anxiety and their mental health. So for me right now, I'm wearing a sensory bracelet, so I know that I can keep myself calm when I'm going out today. And for someone on the autistic spectrum like myself, it can be quite difficult to keep calm and not get too overwhelmed with things because it's a change in routine, it's a change of going out, it's being in a crowded situation and knowing that there's going to be a late finish time for me to go home, and knowing that also it's going to be noisy, it's going to be crowded, it's going to be lots of food smells, there's going to be lots of alcohol smell. And that's just something that I adjust to. I'm quite clever at that. I'm able to do that on quite a good perspective usually. So for me, it doesn't really bother me. But for someone on the autistic spectrum who is a child, who is sensory overwhelmed, highly more anxious, doesn't do change that well. I don't deal with change that well either. But for someone like ourselves on the autistic spectrum, it is really hard to deal with change. And New Year's Eve can really cause a massive amounts of stress, anxiety, panic, because if you're having to go out of your certain routine, it can really disturb you. So say if I wasn't planning to go out today, it would have been a case of the fact that I would have panicked, I would have got stressed. It would have been a case of me not knowing where I was going, what I was doing. But then again, I have strategies to help me. So things like ear defenders can help, fiddle toys, sensory jewelry, taking something with you like music or something that will help reduce your anxiety so you can cope better. And I will attach some tips in the videos so that you can look them up on these websites I found, some articles to help you. But yeah, as someone on the autistic spectrum like myself, I actually have chosen to go out and celebrate New Year's Eve this year because I don't want to be on my own. So I'm going to be going out with my dad and some of his friends to see in the new year. I'm quite happy that 2020 is just around the corner in a few hours' time. So I'm really quite looking forward to being outside in the environment and seeing people, being around in a crowd, even though I know it will drive my sensory issues crazy, but it'll be nice to be outside and not having to panic about being on my own or being lonely. So yeah, but make sure that if you do have autistic children or autistic adults that you take care of them. Like I said, do social scripts, talk about this in advance. So if New Year's Eve is coming up, plan it a few days in advance, tell them what's expected of them, get them to sit down and work out strategies, coping techniques, things like meditation, mindfulness might help. I do them on a regular basis. That really helps to lower my anxiety. If needs be, maybe medication might work. I'm not advocating medication for all people on the spectrum at all. I know it's a personal thing. So for me, anti-anxiety medication or something just to lower my frustration would be helpful. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to attach some tips for you to look at. But make sure you give the autistic person a quiet place to go to if they need to get out of the way of the social situation. Maybe whether that's the bathroom, their bedroom, somewhere in their relative's house where they can get away from the sensory issues. Things that they know that they can go to and not get stressed out with the crowds and the noise and the sensory overload, the food smells that will cause them to be sensory overload with the food. Make sure that they have a quiet place to go to or take things with them to help. So again, music on the CD player or music on their phones or iPads, laptops, things that will help them reduce their sensory overloads, leading to a shutdown. Make sure that you are aware that this could possibly happen because New Year's Eve again is loud, it's crowded, there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of food smells, there's a lot of smells come from people's clothing, so perfumes, aftershaves, cologne, washing powder, things like that. So you have to take that into account as well. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to attach some tips for you so you can help autistic people deal better with New Year's Eve and New Year's Day celebrations. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the new year. Happy New Year, everybody. Bye.